Hey coin lovers! Welcome to the Worth Old Coins channel, your place to discover the hidden value and rare facts about old coins. In today's video we're revealing the top 4 valuable coins, and one of them might just be in your collection. So don't skip this video, let's find out their real worth. Top 1. The America 1 Dime 1992 P coin represents an important chapter in the long and rich history of U.S. coinage, particularly within the series of Roosevelt dimes, which have been in continuous production since 1946. The P mint mark on this coin indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most significant mints in the United States. The year 1992 places this coin within the modern clad era, a period characterized by technological advancement, high mint output, and the enduring symbolism of President Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy on American currency. The 1992 P dime carries not only monetary value but also deep historical and cultural significance, serving as a lasting tribute to one of America's most influential leaders and the enduring resilience of the U.S. mint system. The Roosevelt dime series was first introduced in 1946, shortly after the death of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His image was chosen to replace the winged Liberty Head, Mercury, dime designed by Adolph A. Weinman, which had circulated from 1916 to 1945. Roosevelt's likeness was selected not only for his political legacy but also because of his connection to the March of Dimes, a charitable organization founded to combat polio, a disease Roosevelt himself suffered from. The new dime, therefore, symbolized both Roosevelt's humanitarian efforts and America's victory over adversity, aligning perfectly with post-war optimism. The 1992 P. Roosevelt dime continues this tradition. T was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which had by then adopted the P mint mark for dimes starting in 1980. Earlier Philadelphia issues had no mint mark. The coin is composed of copper-nickel clad, with an inner core of pure copper and outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silvery appearance. This composition replaced the 90% silver alloy used before 1965, following the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from circulating dimes and quarters due to rising silver prices and coin shortages. The switch to clad coinage marked a turning point in U.S. monetary history, introducing modern materials that could be mass-produced for durability and cost efficiency. The obverse front of the 1992 P dime features a left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time of the series creation. Roosevelt's dignified profile is finely detailed, with the inscription Liberty to the left, emphasizing one of America's founding ideals. Below his chin is the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the mint date, 1992, appears at the bottom right. The small letter P, the mint mark for Philadelphia, is placed just above the date. The designer's initials, JS, appear at the base of Roosevelt's neck, subtly honoring Sinek's contribution. The reverse, back, of the coin features a balanced and symbolic composition also designed by Sinek. At the center stands a torch, representing freedom and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and independence. Encircling these elements are the inscriptions United States of America and 1 dime, while the national motto E pluribus unum, out of many one, appears horizontally across the lower portion of the design. Together, these symbols convey the spirit of unity, resilience, and liberty, the core values of the United States. The technical specifications of the 1992 P. Roosevelt dime are standardized for all dimes of the modern era. It weighs 2.27 grams, measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter, and has a reeded edge with 118 grooves. Its copper-nickel composition ensures resistance to tarnish and wear, making it ideal for circulation. The reeded edge not only adds texture and aesthetic value but also historically served as a safeguard against coin clipping, an old practice of shaving small amounts of precious metal from the edges of coins when they were made of silver. In 1992, the Philadelphia Mint struck 1,087,673,000 Roosevelt dimes, reflecting the U.S. Mint's high production capacity during this period. This massive output ensured that the dime remained one of the most commonly used denominations in daily transactions. Despite the high mintage, certain 1992 P dimes have gained attention from collectors due to striking variations, die polishing marks, or minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies. However, in general circulation, the 1992 P dime is common, with most examples holding modest monetary value but substantial historical importance. The year 1992 also marked a period of modernization for the U.S. Mint. Advances in minting technology allowed for sharper strikes, more consistent metal quality, and improved coin inspection methods. These technological enhancements ensured that even coins intended for mass circulation maintained a high level of precision and aesthetic quality. The 1992 P dime is thus a product of modern minting excellence, blending the enduring artistry of Sinek's 1946 design with the efficiency of late 20th century production standards. From a historical perspective, the Roosevelt dime serves as a living reminder of President Roosevelt's immense contributions to the nation. His leadership during the Great Depression through the New Deal programs helped stabilize the American economy, while his guidance during World War II united the nation in one of its most challenging eras. The choice to honor him on a dime, a coin associated with charity and healing through the March of Dimes, was a profound decision that intertwined his personal legacy with the everyday life of Americans. Every Roosevelt dime, including the 1992 P, thus symbolizes perseverance, compassion, and progress. The Philadelphia Mint, established in 1792 under the Coinage Act signed by President George Washington, is the oldest operating mint in the United States. By the time the 1992 P dime was struck, the mint had over 2 centuries of experience producing coins for both domestic use and international trade. The addition of the P mint mark starting in 1980 was a nod to greater transparency and collectability, allowing numismatists to trace the origin of their coins. Top 2. The America 1 Dime 2012 D coin, part of the long-running Roosevelt dime series, is a small yet profoundly meaningful piece of American numismatic history. Struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark, this coin continues the legacy of the Roosevelt dime that began in 1946, a design created to honor Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's image on the dime was chosen not only to commemorate his immense contributions to the nation during the Great Depression and World War II, but also as a tribute to his founding of the March of Dimes, an organization that successfully led the fight against polio. The 2012 D dime thus stands as a symbol of American resilience, compassion, and unity, values that define the country's spirit. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced on January 30, 1946, which coincided with President Roosevelt's birthday. The coin replaced the Mercury dime, officially the Winged Liberty head dime designed by Adolph Weinman, which had circulated since 1916. The new design was created by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at that time, whose initials, JS, still appear on the coin today. Over the decades, the Roosevelt dime has remained largely unchanged, a testament to the enduring strength of its design and symbolism. The 2012 D Roosevelt dime preserves this classic image while being produced with modern minting technology, ensuring remarkable precision and detail. The obverse, front, of the 2012 D dime features a left-facing profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. His image is crisp and dignified, representing leadership, courage, and intellect. The inscriptions include Liberty to the left, the national motto, In God We Trust, below his chin, and the date, 2012, to the lower right. Just above the date appears the D mint mark, identifying the Denver Mint as the place of origin. The designer's initials, JS, are found at the base of Roosevelt's neck, honoring Sinek's enduring artistic contribution. The reverse, back, design, also by John R. Sinek, remains an iconic and symbolic representation of America's ideals. It features a torch in the center, representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on the left, symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. Together, these 3 symbols encapsulate the core values of the United States: freedom, peace, and power through unity. Surrounding this imagery are the inscriptions United States of America across the top and 1 dime at the bottom. The motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, appears horizontally across the lower portion of the design, emphasizing national unity amid diversity. The technical specifications of the 2012 D dime are consistent with those established after the Coinage Act of 1965, which replaced silver coinage with clad compositions due to rising silver prices. The 2012 D dime is composed of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core, giving it a total weight of 2.27 grams and a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. Its reeded edge, consisting of 118 fine grooves, provides a distinct texture and security feature originally designed to prevent fraudulent practices like shaving silver from coin edges in earlier centuries. The copper-nickel composition ensures durability and resistance to corrosion, making the coin ideal for decades of circulation. The Denver Mint, where the 2012 D dime was produced, is one of the United States' primary coin production facilities. Located in Denver, Colorado, it has been operational since 1906 and is recognized for its precision and high-volume output. In 2012, The mint struck 1,162,000,000 Roosevelt dimes at Denver alone, reflecting the continued demand for this denomination in everyday commerce. These coins entered circulation nationwide, used in countless daily transactions, and becoming an invisible yet vital part of the American economy. In terms of design continuity, the Roosevelt dime has remained remarkably consistent since its inception. While other U.S. coins, such as the quarter and nickel, have seen multiple redesigns to commemorate states, national parks, or historical figures, the dime has preserved its original imagery. This steadfastness symbolizes national stability, continuity of values, and enduring respect for Roosevelt's legacy. Despite being a small denomination, the dime has carried significant cultural weight, serving as both a piece of currency and a reminder of the nation's strength through compassion and leadership. From a numismatic perspective, the 2012 D dime is considered a common circulation issue, with little intrinsic rarity. However, collectors still value it for its role in the modern minting era. High-grade uncirculated examples, especially those graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, can fetch modest premiums due to their flawless luster and strike quality. Proof versions of the 2012 Roosevelt dime, struck at the San Francisco Mint bearing the S mint mark, are also sought after for their mirror-like surfaces and collector-grade finishes. Historically, the Roosevelt dime embodies a story of transformation and unity. When it was first introduced in 1946, America was emerging from World War II, filled with hope, progress, and innovation. Why 2012, over 6 decades later, the same coin design circulated in a vastly different world, one of advanced technology, global connectivity, and modern challenges. Yet, the enduring image of Roosevelt on the dime serves as a bridge between eras, linking the past's determination to the present's perseverance. The torch, olive branch, and oak together symbolize a timeless balance, freedom sustained by strength and peace, achieved through unity. Top 3. The America 1 Dime 1990p coin, part of the Roosevelt dime series, represents a continuation of one of the most iconic and enduring coin designs in U.S. history. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the P mint mark, this coin embodies decades of American heritage, economic resilience, and tribute to one of the nation's most influential presidents, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The 1990 P dime carries not only monetary significance but also a deep historical legacy that reflects the nation's political, cultural, and social evolution through the 20th century. Introduced in 1946 as a replacement for the Mercury dime, the Roosevelt dime honors Roosevelt's life, leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and his tireless fight against polio. The coin also pays homage to his founding of the March of Dimes, which worked toward eradicating polio, a disease that once gripped America in fear. The 1990p issue continues this proud legacy, symbolizing progress, liberty, and unity. The origins of the Roosevelt dime date back to the immediate aftermath of Roosevelt's death in 1945. The nation sought to honor his unparalleled contributions, and thus, in 1946, the U.S. Mint introduced the new 10-cent coin on what would have been Roosevelt's birthday, January 30th. Designed by John R. de Sinnock, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, the coin featured a dignified left-facing portrait of the late President Sinnock's initials, J.S., are still inscribed on the coin beneath Roosevelt's neck, a mark of lasting artistic and historical significance. The Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime, also known as the Winged Liberty Head dime, which had been in circulation since 1916 and was considered one of America's most beautiful coin designs. Despite the Mercury dime's artistic appeal, Roosevelt's immense popularity made him a natural choice for the dime's redesign, aligning perfectly with the coin's symbolic association with the March of Dimes charity. The 1990 P dime carries forward this rich historical legacy with remarkable fidelity to the original 1946 design. The obverse front of the coin features Roosevelt's portrait, rendered with precision and simplicity, capturing both his strength and compassion. Around his image are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1990, with a P mint mark appearing just above the date denoting the Philadelphia Mint. Sinnock's initials, J.S., are subtly placed at the truncation of the neck. This face of the coin serves as a timeless reminder of Roosevelt's leadership, courage in adversity, and dedication to the welfare of the American people. The reverse, back, design, also created by John R. Sinnock, is deeply symbolic. It displays a torch in the center, representing liberty and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch on the left, signifying peace, and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing strength and independence. These three elements together reflect the United States' guiding principles: freedom, peace, and strength through unity. The inscriptions, "United States of America" and "1 Dime," encircle the design, while the national motto, E pluribus unum, out of many, one, is inscribed across the lower portion underscoring America's unity amidst diversity. The composition of the 1990p dime, like other modern Roosevelt dimes, follows the standard established by the Coinage Act of 1965, which ended the use of silver in circulating coins. It is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 2.27 grams, has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 118 fine grooves. This reeded edge not only provides a distinct tactile feel but also serves as a safeguard against counterfeiting or clipping, a practice common in earlier centuries when coins were made of precious metals. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced the 1990p dime, is one of the oldest and most significant branches of the U.S. mint system, having operated since 1792 by 1990. The Mint had fully embraced modern minting technologies, ensuring high-quality, precisely struck coins for mass circulation, and that year alone. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 1,034,850,000 Roosevelt dimes, reflecting the enormous scale of coinage necessary to support the American economy. The 1990p dime thus stands as both a functional piece of currency and a testament to the technological progress and efficiency of modern minting. Though common in circulation, the 1990p Roosevelt dime carries considerable numismatic interest among collectors, while most examples are worth their face value high-grade, uncirculated specimens. Especially those graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are prized for their sharp strikes, full torch details, and pristine luster. Proof versions of the 1990 Roosevelt dime were struck separately at the San Francisco Mint, bearing the S mint mark specifically for collectors, featuring mirror-like finishes and frosted details. Some 1990p dimes have also drawn collector attention due to minor die variations or striking errors such as off-center strikes or double die obverse, which are rare and increase the coin's numismatic value. Historically, the 1990p dime circulated during a period of relative economic stability and technological advancement in the United States. The early 1990s were marked by the end of the Cold War, rising globalization, and the dawn of the digital age. Amid these transformations, the Roosevelt dime remained unchanged in design and purpose, symbolizing continuity, stability, and trust in the nation's enduring values. Its longevity and consistency mirrored America's ability to adapt to change while preserving its foundational ideals. The Roosevelt dime series is unique among U.S. coinage for its remarkable design continuity. Since its introduction in 1946, it has undergone virtually no aesthetic modifications, unlike the quarter or dollar, which have featured numerous commemorative redesigns. This steadfast adherence to the original design speaks volumes about the enduring respect for Roosevelt's legacy and the symbolic power of his image. Even after over 7 decades, the coin continues to represent Roosevelt's vision of collective action, economic recovery, and humanitarian progress. From a cultural and humanitarian perspective, the Roosevelt dime remains deeply intertwined with the March of Dimes, a charitable organization that began as the National Foundation for Infantile Paralysis. Top 4. The America 1 Dime 1988p coin, a member of the distinguished Roosevelt dime series, represents a continuation of one of the most enduring and iconic coin designs in United States numismatic history. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and identified by the P mint mark, the 1988p dime stands as both a functional piece of modern currency and a symbolic artifact reflecting the values, progress, and historical depth of the United States. Introduced originally in 1946 to honor Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, this dime remains one of the most circulated and recognizable coins in American commerce. The 1988p dime preserves the legacy of Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his humanitarian contributions through the March of Dimes, the foundation that helped eradicate polio, a disease he personally battled throughout his life. The origins of the Roosevelt dime trace back to the aftermath of Roosevelt's death in April 1945, when the nation sought a fitting tribute to commemorate his service and compassion. His leadership and empathy during America's hardest years inspired the public and government to memorialize him on a national coin. The dime denomination was chosen specifically due to its symbolic connection to the March of Dimes charity, which raised funds to combat polio and improve children's health. The coin's design was created by John Art Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, who also designed Roosevelt's presidential medal. The dime first entered circulation on January 30, 1946, Roosevelt's birthday, and replaced the winged Liberty Head, Mercury dime, which had been in use since 1916. While the Mercury dime was admired for its classical beauty, The new Roosevelt design carried deep emotional and national significance. The 1988 P. Roosevelt dime continued this historic tradition without any major design alterations. On the obverse, front, side, it features a left-facing portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed with a sense of realism and dignity that captures both his determination and compassion. Surrounding his portrait are the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1988, with the P mint mark denoting the Philadelphia Mint placed just above the date. The initials, JS, found beneath Roosevelt's neck, stand for John Sinnock, paying tribute to the designer whose work has endured for decades. The portrait serves as a lasting symbol of Roosevelt's courage in adversity and his transformative impact on 20th century America. The reverse, back, design of the 1988 P dime, also by Sinnock, carries profound symbolic meaning. T displays a torch in the center, representing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and independence. These three elements together encapsulate the ideals upon which the United States was built: freedom, peace, and unity through strength. Encircling the central design are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "One Dime," with the Latin motto "E pluribus unum," out of many one, placed horizontally across the lower center. This powerful phrase emphasizes America's unity amidst diversity, a theme that has resonated throughout the nation's history. The composition of the 1988 P dime reflects the changes implemented after the Coinage Act of 1965, which removed silver from circulating coins due to rising bullion costs. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad material, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. T weighs 2.27 grams, has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 118 grooves, a feature originally intended to prevent shaving or clipping of valuable metal. The coin's metallic luster, durability, and reeded edge design make it ideal for circulation, ensuring longevity even with decades of use. In 1988, the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historically significant mints in the United States, produced approximately 1,029,830,000 Roosevelt dimes for general circulation. The sheer volume of production reflects the dime's essential role in everyday commerce, from vending machines and payphones to small retail transactions. Philadelphia, known for its advanced minting technologies and high-quality standards, ensured that the 1988 P dime maintained consistent strike quality and detail, making it a testament to the precision of modern American coinage. While the 1988 P Roosevelt dime is generally common in circulation, it holds special value for numismatists, coin collectors, who appreciate it as part of the larger historical continuum of the Roosevelt series. In typical circulated condition, the coin holds a face value of 10 cents, but in mint state, uncirculated condition, particularly at grades of MS 67 or higher, it can command premium prices due to its sharp details, full torch definition, and bright luster. Proof versions were minted separately at the San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, and feature mirror-like surfaces with frosted details. Some collectors also seek out error coins such as double die strikes, off-center mintings, or missing mint marks, which are rare but can significantly increase value depending on rarity and condition. The historical backdrop of 1988 adds another layer of significance to this coin. The late 1980s in America were characterized by economic expansion, technological innovation, and the closing years of the Cold War. Under President Ronald Reagan, the U.S. experienced renewed national confidence, scientific advancement, and a growing emphasis on liberty and free enterprise. In this era of global change, the dime's symbolism, liberty, peace, and strength resonated deeply with the national spirit. Although small in size, the 1988 P dime circulated through the hands of millions, serving as a silent participant in the daily life and economic activity of the nation. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.